Well, moving on now, Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. In this segment, we head to Neighbor to talk with Common Ground volunteer Emma Vogt on the pros and cons of cedar trees in a farm and ranch operation.
Well, maybe you've been driving around and seen pastures with a lot of cedar trees, and cedar trees can be maybe a little bit of a problem for ranchers. Joining me now with more on this is Emma Vogt with Common Ground. Emma, it's good to see you today.
Good morning, John. It's great to see you too. Yes, cedar trees, they can be wonderful on one hand. A lot of farmers and ranchers use them to protect around their homesteads and around pastures. And we're called them windbreaks. And so they'll be planted in rows, and they do that. They are great at a high survival rate. They grow readily and they offer great protection. And those three can be very great qualities too, but they can cause a big nuisance if they get out in pastures or farmland and are open about, because they're easily take over. 5-10 years down the road, they can easily take 50-60% of pastures at times. And to manage this, we can go in and some people will spray. A lot of people will go in and use mowers that can go on skid steers, and they'll go in and mow them down, and they can either completely mulch them down or they'll mow them and they can stack them in piles. The big reason that people do this is because they can take up such valuable grassland and pastures that, are needed for the cattle. And in dry years like we have right now, those cedar trees will really soak up what little rain there is and take away from that grass. So they can cause a double-edged sword with taking up space needed for grass to feed the cattle, and then also taking the moisture out of the ground. They're great in windbreaks. They offer wonderful protection. We use them around our calving pens in the winter because they block out the wind so well, but they cause a great nuisance in our pastures. I sent a few pictures in that shows 10 years ago we mowed and had it all cleaned up, and they just come back so quickly and just multiply greatly.
I think maybe people don't realize as farmers, ranchers, especially ranchers, spend time and money trying to manage this. So that's very good to know. Thank you, Emma, for being here today. And you have a recipe to share coming up.
Yes, I do, John. We're getting into the season where we do monthly fireman suppers. And so all of us wives have to take a salad. And this is an easy salad that you have all the ingredients for already in your kitchen and can use.
Sounds good. Well, let's see you in a few minutes.